Let's take a look at some of the situations that can be considered batter or runner interference. And sometimes you will even hear this term used. It's the batter runner, and this would be a player who's kind of in the middle between uh, say if the batter puts the ball into play somehow and he's running to first base, and he's kind of in that area between being a batter and a runner, so we would actually just call him the batter runner. So the first example we can look at is that after a third strike, if the batter hinders the catcher in his attempt to field the ball. So after third strike, the batter uh, hinders the catcher's attempt to field the ball. So obviously there are some situations in which if the catcher drops the third strike, then the batter can run, and so this maybe if the ball bounces either in front of the plate or something like this in an area out here, maybe the batter on his way toward first base might kick the ball or hit it with the bat or something like that, or even interfere with the catcher rather than the ball, and then he could be called out then for interference. So the next way is that the batter would intentionally deflect the course of a foul ball in any manner. So he deflects the course of a foul ball in any manner, and so that would be could take place in a similar area. Maybe if the ball was fouled off and it's rolling down the line, and then the batter would be coming up beside it. Just want a better color. If the batter would be coming up beside it, he wouldn't be able to kick the ball, say in the fair territory, or to use his bat or any part of him to knock the ball fair, or he would be called out for interference. Next one is that before two are out and there's a runner on third base, the batter would hinder a fielder in making a play at home plate. And so this is before two outs, the batter hinders any attempt to make a play on a runner at the plate, at home plate. So this and this is a situation in which the batter would not be called out, but the runner would actually be called out. The runner is out. So if we have something, if maybe if the runner's attempting to steal home or something like that, or he would get caught in a rundown, something along these lines, and the batter would somehow interfere with the play, then we would actually call the runner out rather than the batter. The next way is that something not a player so much as a coach does, and that is that if in the judgment of the umpire, a base coach at third or first base either touches or holds the runner, and he physically assists him either in leaving or returning to the base. So a base coach assists, so physically assists. Obviously he's there to assist him by yelling things, yelling directions. A runner in leaving or returning to a base. And so and it's also a key thing that he's physically assisting him, that's part of the rule. So obviously he wouldn't, the coach He should be in his coach's box over here, or on the third base side, it would be over here. So if a runner's maybe rounding third base, the coach couldn't come out and push him, or maybe if he wants him to stop, he couldn't grab him by the jersey and pull him back to third base. And so the key part about physically assisting him is that sometimes you'll hear if somebody hits a home run, and a player will give a high five to the base coach. Some people get upset about that, and they say the coach touched him, so it's interference. But that's not the case, because the coach is not physically assisting him in his trip around the bases. So the next way is that also involves a base coach, and that is with a runner on third base, the base coach would leave his box and act in a manner to draw a throw by a fielder. So this is with a runner on third base, a coach leaves his box to attempt to draw a throw by a fielder. So maybe this is something, maybe he would come out to if the third baseman maybe goes elsewhere on the play, if he goes to back up home plate or something like that, and the third base coach would actually come out on the field or something, even shout or to try to draw that throw, then they could call that runner who was on third base out. So there's a few different ways that a batter or runner could be called out by interference. We'll take a look at a couple more in the next video.